Hello, today I'll be going through my online tools presentation. So here we are. I'm using Prezi, so let's go. So my online tools presentation by Jonathan Price. The three tools that I will be using: one, Freckle, with that little pig over here; two, Class Dojo, which focuses on communication; and three, which is Prezi, which is presentation. So I'm actually using Prezi to incorporate my online tools. First, we have Prezi. So Prezi, in my opinion, is everything you need to create, present, and analyze your best presentations. You can use Prezi alone or with a team through collaboration. You can create visually stunning interactive experiences, and just recently Prezi has added now analytics to look at data while using Prezi. So educational purposes. Students have the ability to collaborate in Prezi. They can work with each other in small groups, and then collaborate on beautiful presentations. Students can be more engaged in actively constructing knowledge, so they can take their time in constructing their own knowledge. They can work at their pace without being pushed by a teacher. Students can navigate Prezi in a manner that best suits their learning needs. Also, Prezi is so nice that you avoid that text-heavy presentations like PowerPoint typically has. And then Prezi is a visual medium. Well, text can be displayed, so it's the perfect combination of what PowerPoint was, and kind of bringing it into the forefront of presentations today. Here's the video about that.
The way you communicate a message is just as important as the message itself, but traditional tools produce traditional results. Enter Prezi, a platform that combines space and motion to help you stand out. With Prezi, you can show the big picture, then zoom in to reveal the relationships between your ideas. Not only does this make your message more understandable, but also more memorable. Whether engaging with an individual or an audience, in person or remotely, Prezi brings your message to life. So what's next? Just click New Prezi to get started.
So that was a short little video describing and introducing what Prezi is. The next online tool is Freckle. Now, I personally use Freckle every day with my students in class. Freckle, my little pig here, Freckle is claims to be one of the first online differentiated instructional tools to be used by students. They have math, ELA, social studies, and science within the program. There is a student preferred layout. The students really like the customization of the avatars, the different things that they can win. And there's about 500,000 K-12 teachers in all states using Freckle currently, and it's relatively new. The educational benefits. All students are working at an appropriate challenge level. Everyone is able to participate in activities. As a teacher, I can assign certain activities or assessments that each student can participate in at their pace, giving them the ability to work within their learning style. And then students learn to value individual interests and abilities, so they can really tailor their Freckle experience to how they want it. And as their teacher, I do get to monitor that progress. And some educational examples of how I use Freckle day to day. So student work at their level. So if we zoom in here, you can see that this is the dashboard where the students can practice on specific skills. So this is the measurement and data standard that the students can work towards. And as you can see, you have your own avatar. They collect points for getting questions right. They're given multiple chances to get those questions right. At the bottom down here, you see the home page, the math section, the ELA section, and then the other assignments, which then breaks down into social studies and science if needed. And here, the students can click back and forth between what they want to work on in a given day. Next, as the teacher, it is really important that Freckle is that the kids do like it, but as a teacher, I need to be able to assess their progress. And Freckle does a great job of providing me with detailed assessments and or progress on their learning as they go. So here's just an example of an assessment that I pulled from earlier in the school year. It wasn't a successful one. It was one I had to go back and really work towards. But as you can see, given the time it was completed, the amount of questions, how long it took them to do it, and then the accuracy in which they scored. Now I can go in and click the standard areas, the standards, their questions, and really get an in-depth knowledge about what my students are struggling on and where I can help them and what I can reassign for the assessment. And then last, I wanted to show you the student dashboard, so what the students see. So every time they log in, they have their little avatar over here. And this avatar will have a message for you and whatever assignments you have. But the cool thing is that the students have complete customability of the background, the avatar, his clothing. The coins are over here. And as a class, you can keep track of who's winning. The kids like that competition aspect of it. And also there's a timed piggy store to go buy the things that you want with your coin. So it's a really fun, student-driven. Students really love this. I use it almost every day as morning work, or in my centers when I'm doing independent work and small group work. I send them on Freckle, and I can get them to hit certain standards that they need. And these are just the educational examples now. There are more that we can dive into Freckle, but these were the 3 big points that I wanted to share. So my last tool is Classroom Dojo. So Dojo is a communication app for the classroom. Dojo connects teachers, parents, and students. Everyone works together as a team to share in the classroom experience and bring big ideas to life in their classrooms and homes. So some fast facts. Actively used in 90% of K-8 schools in the U.S. and in over 180 countries. 1 in 3 U.S. kids aged 5 through 14 have learned about growth mindset and empathy with the Class Dojo. Translated and used in over 35 languages. 20% of team has a teaching background, and then series of B funding in 2015. So Classroom Dojo, these facts I thought were important because Classroom Dojo is everywhere. There are a lot of places and people using them actively in the classroom to help with communication, to help with behavior management, and I personally use it every day with my students. Here are 2 videos kind of showing what Classroom Dojo looks like in the classroom. So there's the first video. I do have a second video, but because of timing, I don't want to play right now, but I will send out the link to the actual presentation that you can go in and view the video as well. So classroom examples that I use every day. The first thing is when you sign into Classroom Dojo, this is what you're met with. I am actually my manager of the school account at Girard College, the school that I work at. As you can see, I have the demo class that everyone gets. I have my 12 students from this year and my 12 students from the previous year. So as you log in, this is what you see before going in. Now I'm going to show you what the classroom looks like every day. So as you can see here, my students are all in their bubbles, as they say. I can give students certain points throughout the day for positive behavior and and good actions throughout the day. As you can see at the bottom, we have these toolkits to help me kind of with a multitude of things. So I can take attendance, I can select and create groups, I can randomize those groups, I can put up a timer, I also can show big ideas to the class. And when it comes to points, what I'm able to do is I have a list of positive points that how they can get their points. So dojo dollars, participation, working hard, and the kids really do like hearing the sounds that are created from dojo, and it makes them work a little harder. But also, when I have some students who are not showing the right behavior, I do have some negative points that come out, and it does help curb some of that negative behavior. Classroom Dojo is a great management tool as well as a communication tool. And the last part is that communication. That's what I like so much about dojos. I can get parent involvement. We went out to a beautiful performance at the Kimmel Center, and I can take my students out and we can take photos and post on our little timeline as if it's a Facebook, and parents can comment and like, and it just really makes that community within my classroom really special. And those are the classroom examples. My personal top choice is Freckle. I love that Freckle is a differentiated instruction. It tailors a student's workload to their abilities. It doesn't push them too fast. It keeps them on a good, steady pace where they can work within their level of skill. And I personally believe that Freckle is great. Now, I love Prezi as well. I used it here, and I love Dojo. But if I had to pick one out of the three, it would be Freckle. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.